Let me be very clear. I did not collude with Russia, nor do I know of anyone else in the campaign who did so. I had no improper contacts. I have not relied on Russian funds for my businesses.
Jared Kushner spoke after meeting with congressional investigators and releasing an 11-page statement. Kushner says he met with a Russian banker back in December. Around the same time, he also met with the Russian ambassador to the U.S., Sergei Kislyak. He says he was looking to establish a line of communication between Russia and then National Security Advisor Michael Flynn to talk about Syria. And he says his actions were proper in the course of what he called a unique campaign.
Donald Trump had a better message and ran a smarter campaign, and that is why he won. Suggesting otherwise ridicules those who voted for him.
President Trump, in the meantime, slammed the top Democrat on the House committee this morning, tweeting, "Sleazy Adam Schiff, the totally biased congressman looking into Russia, spends all of his time on television pushing the Dem loss excuse." Later, he took a shot at his own Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, tweeting, "So why aren't committees and investigators, and of course our beleaguered AG, looking into crooked Hillary's crimes and Russia relations?" And when he took a photo op with the White House interns, Mr. Trump was asked if the Attorney General should step down.
Mr. President, should Jeff Sessions resign?
The president was also tackling the stalled health care legislation, meeting with what the White House calls the victims of Obamacare.
So far, Senate Republicans have not done their job in ending the Obamacare nightmare.
President Trump says the Senate will vote tomorrow to try opening up debate on a bill.
We as a party must fulfill that solemn promise to the voters of this country to repeal and replace what they've been saying for the last 7 years.
Now, Jared Kushner will be back on Capitol Hill tomorrow to meet again behind closed doors with staffers from the House Intelligence Committee. Christina Maurice.